Hello, Dr. John Parrotta is Program Leader for International Science Issues with the U.S. Forest Service Research and Development Branch. He is also on the Scientific Committee here at the 24th IUFRO World Congress being held in Salt Lake City, Utah. He joins us today to talk about Forest Service, about IUFRO, which is the International Union of Forest Research Organizations, and about this Congress. Dr. Parrotta, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Good to be here.
So I've hit a few of the high points of who you are and what you do. Why don't you fill in a little bit more about that?
A little bit more. I'm a forest ecologist, tropical forest ecologist, and my interest and love for forests and the environment in general goes way, way back. I grew up in rural Massachusetts, and my early education was in the area of ecology, which then morphed into a very strong interest in tropical ecology. And I've been with the Forest Service now since finishing my PhD, and it's been almost 25 years now with the Forest Service. First in Puerto Rico at our International Institute of Tropical Forestry, and more recently with the Washington office of the Forest Service.
Now, in addition to your day job, you also wear a few hats with the IUFRO. You're the chair of the Science Committee at this Congress. You have been a director in several areas. Besides really keeping you busy, how has that been?
Oh, it's been terrific. I mean, it's improved my life, and it's probably made my career. I got involved first as a coordinator of a working party, which is sort of the basic unit of the IUFRO structure. It was a working party on tropical forest restoration, and through that, I enjoyed meeting a lot of new friends, of course, but some very valuable research contacts. And over the years, I've just taken on more and more responsibilities within IUFRO, and it's been a pleasure to do so.
Is there one particular, say, achievement or thing that you've done with IUFRO of which you're especially proud?
Well, these World Congresses are quite a big deal, and I think what we're seeing this week is an amazing gathering of scientists from nearly 100 countries, and I'm pretty proud of that. There was one other project with IUFRO that I was engaged in for 6 years. Between 2005 and 2011, it was a IUFRO task force on traditional forest knowledge, and that was very satisfying because that brought me into contact with colleagues in various fields with which IUFRO is not typically involved, like anthropologists and holders and users of traditional knowledge, and that was a very good experience.
It sounds really interesting. Now, here at the Congress, you're the chair of the Science Committee. How onerous has that been?
It's been rather intense in the past year in particular, but we have a good committee. It's composed of representatives from all of the 9 IUFRO divisions, and so since we have this expertise in throughout the IUFRO spectrum of activities, we've been able to work with literally hundreds of session organizers to put together the program that we have.
And how's it going?
It seems to be going very well. We're getting a lot of positive feedback. Again, the diversity of people and interests and expertise is astonishing, and it's kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah, I must say in the halls I haven't heard anybody complaining. They've all been saying, wow, that was, that good. It's all good. So that's great. Now, you've said that forest and trees play a critical role in the sustainable development of human societies worldwide. How so?
I think in a more specific way, in many parts of the world, of course, forests are very important economically, whether it's for the forest industry and the people employed in that. But I think more generally, forests are most critical for the environmental services they provide, namely clean water, reduction of soil erosion, the various timber and non-timber goods and services that are provided, including ecosystem services that contribute to agriculture, which are sometimes underestimated.
Right. Now, I'm pretty sure you would agree that science-based information is crucial to the policy process, or at least the good policy process. How do you facilitate that science-policy interface?
Well, I think the basis for that is this development of sort of a mutual respect between the scientific community and policymakers. Policymakers typically have a lot on their mind, and they're juggling a number of different interests, and I think it's necessary for the forest science community to perhaps become more aware of the needs of policymakers, and to engage in constructive dialogue with them, to find out really what issues they're trying to address, what questions the scientific community can really help them with. And maybe until recently there's been maybe not enough of that constructive dialogue.
I see. Can UFRO help facilitate that process, do you think?
Very much so, very much so. And in recent years, I'd say in the last 10 years or so, UFRO has made a very big effort to improve this dialogue and to provide the kind of information, the synthesized information in a form that policymakers can use when they're addressing tough questions.
Yes, okay. Now, come Monday, you're back to your day job. This is wound down. What will you be focusing on then?
Well,
Maybe just collapsing?
Yeah, I think I'll take a little time off,
Yeah.
catch up with my email. But I'll be going back to what I've been doing, which is in my particular role in the Forest Service. I'm involved with other government agencies, and specifically the State Department and our own International Programs Office, to provide a stronger scientific basis for the kinds of positions that the U.S. takes into international agreements and discussions, like UNFF and Convention on Biological Diversity, Climate Change Convention.
Right. Well, good luck with that, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much,
Really
Bob.
appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.